All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Blue 58.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Check 50. Check 50. Kill.
Check 26. Check 26. Slam.
Oko over here.
You got tight. You got...
Zoom. Blue 58.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
On second down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check nickel.
Check.
Undercrunch.
Check right.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Check, check, check. Hey, 88. Check, check. Hey, 88.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Darnold now to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Darnold now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold, and this is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and some room to work. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be taken about the 12. Able to fight through one tackle. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I got you. What's that?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. William Golston in on the stop. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Jets 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Here we go, G.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, and he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike. Mike, 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the call? For a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. He'll field this at the 5. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
54, right there. 54, Mike. On yards. Watch twist. Shit. Watch out. Charlie, don't let Charlie. Alert 3. Alert 3.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 30. Wide left. Hey. Watch it. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Check. Slam. Inside. Shit. Wide. Get wide.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
37-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This from 54 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll give this to Bell running right. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Bell. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
45. Mike, 45. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Buccaneers 31, Jets 10. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So that one will be accepted.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We go side.
Rip right, rip right. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
On first down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Lady.
Second and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go, Forrest. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Give me 19. 54, Mike. Here we go. Here, Mike. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Watch the curl. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Check 52.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Darnold's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Boom, boom. Check.
Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
SOS. Rush in. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Shift.
Kill.
Hey, flag.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
45. Yo, 80. 45.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Rip left.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Jets, 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bucs take over
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
That's a run. Hey, they're running it. Motion.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Time to go, night.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
319. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Now watch run.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Cut. 45, Mike, 45. It's just me and you.
Darnold on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This is Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Blue 58. Mike 54. I'm gonna run. Right left. I'm gonna run you over. Chance, jump out. Hey, Zoo.
Now Rodgers, a free play. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Check 24, check 24. Slant, watch the slant.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
30. Switch.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Check 49, check 49.
They'll go again to Jones. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He finds his target. It's Evans. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's coming this way, Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Tighten up.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Box it.
Check the calls.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, open man is Robbie Anderson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
4 down.
Hey, exit.
45, Mike, 45.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Get ready.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Game situation. Let's go.
45 to Mike.
Lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Check 300. Check 300. Check 50. Check 50. Go to 50. Look again.
Rodgers looking to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch safety. Over. He's creeping.
26. Jam.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On first down, Jones. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tampa Bay, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charlie.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she's a full crowd. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music